PFT on Yahoo Sports. Peter King, Mike Florio talking about the big stories in the NFL. And look, one of the things that we pay attention to, Peter, all season long, MVP candidates. Who's in the mix? Who's in the running? Well, we've got 25% of the season now played, with the exception of the Titans-Steelers game. So let's go through our top 3 MVP candidates so far. I'll let you go first.
Well, Mike, here we are, the NFL at the quarter pole. And as I look at this, I am absolutely shocked that there's a quarterback of a 4-0 team who's played great, who has not thrown an interception, and is in one of the best 4-game stretches of his career, has won an MVP, has won a Super Bowl MVP, and he's not in my top 3. That's the insanity of all this. And you have to do so much nuance when you do the MVP. And the reason why I'm picking number 1, Russell Wilson, number 2, Aaron Rodgers, and number 3, Josh Allen, there's a reason for that. And it has to do, in part, not only they're all 4-0, but I think they're all performing above the expectation that anybody would normally have for them. Aaron Rodgers, because of his, Robert Tonyan is his big star. Russell Wilson, because he has virtually played perfect football. His quarterback rating is about 9,000. He's completing 75%. And Josh Allen has become a complete quarterback before our very eyes. And so that would be my top 3. But honestly, Mike, if you put those in any order, or you put Patrick Mahomes in there, I'd be absolutely fine with it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. And, Peter, I'm influenced by a couple of things. We've talked in the past about how at the end of the day, at the end of the season, the teams that get the buys, those are the teams whose quarterbacks are going to attract more votes when it's time for the 50 human beings to cast their ballots, and they're going to be influenced by that. Who's the 1 seed in the AFC? I think the Chiefs have a better chance of being the 1 seed than the Bills. That's why Mahomes is my guy. And in the NFC, I look at the Seahawks and the Packers. One of those 2 teams is going to be the 1 seed. One of those 2 quarterbacks is going to be the MVP candidate. It's that simple. And Mahomes has that name recognition. Mahomes has that sizzle. Mahomes is the guy right now, and it's just his mere presence that makes a team better. Even if Josh Allen has better stats at the end of the day, the fact that Mahomes has been an NFL regular season MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, that's going to win him votes from the 50 people who are going to have to decide who are we going to put at the ballot. And it's still pet peeves beyond the use of quarter poll. Pet peeve for me, the fact that it's 1 person, 1 vote for this. It needs to be like the Heisman. First place, second place, third place. It's preposterous.
I would agree. But I'll tell you this, Mike. I hope that if I ever include the factors sizzle or star power, when I consider who I'm voting for,
I'm not saying you would.
Please throw me off the committee. I'm not saying you're saying. I'm saying that never. I've never heard anybody say, well, geez, a lot of sizzle with Patrick Mahomes. And if anybody does say that, they need to be thrown off.
I agree. I'm trying to anticipate the behavior of the collective group of 50. And I know, and I'm not going to name names, there are people on that committee who shouldn't be. And so I'm trying to factor that into this as we're tabulating these votes. 1 person, 1 vote. And somebody's going to be influenced by factors they shouldn't be influenced by. That's my point. That's how I'm handicapping this. This isn't anything that's ever going to be decided objectively. It's always going to be subjective. And you have to, just like when you go to court, you got to know the judge, you got to know the jury, you got to know the 50, and you got to understand how they operate. You wouldn't do it, others would. That's why it's a factor for me.
The fact that there's only 1 bye team now, I'm not voting for the best player on a bye team. I mean, he's got a good chance to win it, but this may be the year, for the first year in a while, that I split my vote with 2 quarterbacks at the top.
He's Peter King. I'm Mike Florio. We'll see you next time for more PFT on Yahoo.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.